Welcome back, Rebbl, to REL Division 5C Week 3 recap. So, looking at the week in review, as it were, the Pen is mightier over the Children of Hell Pit. Dark Elves get a 2-1 victory. Half Elves over over Chaos as a tie. Dark Soul, but the Bretts over the Mount Grimfang Thunderers. And that is the Bretts over the Dwarves. Nope, that's a tie. And Spits and Swallows Nurgle versus the Necro Spa. Necro wins 2-1. Now, looking over my notes from last week, I thought Hell Pit might win that. Got that one wrong. I thought the High Elves, Half Elves, been playing D&D again. Thought the Half Elves might win that one. They did not. I did pick the Bretts over the Dwarves. No, I picked the Bretts and the Dwarves to tie, and they did do that. And then I did pick Necro over Nurgle. So I am 2-2, one of which was a tie. So that's a bonus happy point for me. Ties are pretty hard to pull, I think, or to pick. Let's take a look at some of these games real quick. So Dark Elves winning over the Hell Pit. Though their MVP did get a strength bust. Pretty sure he's not going to be in the game anymore. He is not. A bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Is that the right word? When you have a win, but it still kind of cost you a lot. We're going to go with that. Both teams had one injury inflicted. KOs. A really low blocking game. A little bit of passing on the Dark Elves. 6-6, 2-1. Pretty good SPP game all the way around. Let's take a look at the dice. So the Dark Elves look like the dice were really good to you. Wake-up calls are the only thing I see that's really kind of lopsided. How were your blocking dice? Blocking dice is a little bit less than spectacular. Against a bunch of goblins, this could be irrelevant. But a bunch of skulls are always bad, no matter who you are. And the Children of Hell Pit. Loner fail roll. I'm going to assume Troll was misbehaving. Oh, look at that. 4 out of 14 fails. Really stupid. With 1 out of 6, you should expect 3 out of 18 to fail. Unless you were trying to make a few rolls with no body beside him. So I guess the last 2 weeks of him being well behaved is over now. 50-50 catching, that's kind of funny. A lot of handoffs there apparently. But this I think is a pretty good roll. You've rolled 11 injury checks and only one of them failed. I assume that's you're checking your own team. But I'm never really good at that, so I don't know. GFI spanked you a little. Your dice roll a little bit more norm, so I feel like the Dark Elves probably had a little advantage there. And then Skulls didn't punish you too bad, but both down kind of did. But considering you picked it a few times, I'm going to assume you picked it with the right player. High Elves versus Bretts, and we have a lineman. No, I don't know why I said Bretts. High Elves versus Chaos. So you have agility up, dodging lineman. So the backup quarterback is still doing great. You know, the new Beast Man. What did he get for his level? He got tackle because probably pretty frustrated with elves. 2 passes, not a lot of armor breaks. Total of 59 blocks. And only, 1 KO and 4 injuries. So that's a bit bonkers. Chaos doing what they do. Taking a look here. Dice again, pretty evenly spread. The Minotaur being behaved, but I'm going to assume he failed you a lot of loner rolls. Rest of those going for it, so that's pretty brutal. 3 out of 7 fails when it should only be 1 out of 6. Unless it was snowing. Black dice doing alright. A lot of 3 dice, so Minotaur definitely working. And getting double skulls. That was probably funny. Let's take a look at the High Elves. High Elves doing a lot of dodging. 58 dodges in a game. Wow. Injury roll, pretty ugly right there, to be honest with you. Casualties, 4 and 4. That's pretty bad. And GFI's punishing you as well. Dice roll still pretty even. And block dice a little less than spectacular, but not too broken. Wow. The 4 injuries, if they came early, that's probably why the High Elves had a hard time keeping up. Because I picked them. They can stay away from chaos. Usually they can control the board. Looking at the Bretts over the Dwarves, I expected a 1-1 tie, and I got it. So the lineman here, Peasant, has now got Dirty Player. No big surprise there. And we have a Dwarf waiting to get another MVP or a lucky Kaz. So 1 injury inflicted, 2 injury inflicted. The Dwarves were able to remove a few players. 53 to 38 blocks. Successful interceptions 2. That's something you don't see every day. So wow. 1 successful pass and 2 successful interceptions. Impact of the bomb. So those might have been the interceptions. Not sure. I'm going to assume that the Dwarfs picked up the guy who throws a bomb for an star player. We'll check that out in a minute. Dice roll heavy in the middle, but not too brutal. As far as spread goes, I'm sure the 1s and 2s coming up are always aggravating. Brett's only caught 1 out of 4. GFIs were fine. Dodging penalized him pretty bad. Just all in all, probably a very frustrating game, not being able to get anything accomplished that you were trying to do. But the blocking dice look pretty well. Pals and defender stumbles against Dwarves are always great. So 29 versus 21. Slight edge over to you in blocking. Let's see how the Dwarves did. Dwarves failed at their pass. I'm going to assume that was them dropping a bomb. Everything else seems about right. Dodging failing a lot. I'm going to go on a limb here and go, that was just a lot of goofing off. That seems crazy. And block dice. Well, kind of low on the both down. Maybe a little heavier on skulls. Not sure how you'd want to read that one. But these are kind of funny. 20 and 20. All in all, let's see if you've got that guy, Dr. Stitch. Huh. Well, if you do, he didn't throw a block, so oh well. Let's take a look at the last one. Murray Goulman, MVP, and an MVP Rotter, who has block. Kind of would have expected Dirty Player, but hey. Let's check the statistics. 3 KOs, 3 injuries, just as 3 KOs. 87 total blocks, no passes. Murray Goulman with 11 SPP points. So he did earn his MVP status. I'm going to assume that was both touchdowns and the MVP. The Nurgle. So Loner Roll went out. Really stupid. Okay. Regeneration did well. And casualty rolls 0 of 3. Even your bribe worked. That's okay. Wow. I'm not sure if that's your injuries you had to roll against or his injuries, but either way, 6 out of 8 failed. That's pretty lopsided. The dice don't look too brutal. Maybe favoring 1 through 3 over the others. Block dice looking alright. As long as people have, block. Little double skulls there from the beast with 2 backs. Sheesh. Alright, and the Necro. Armor looked like it held pretty well. Couldn't hand off for anything, but that's to be expected with disturbing presence everywhere. Foul appearance did some work. 3 ones came up out of 17 rolls. That's right. And 3 out of 18. Dodging pretty good. Got away from the tentacles half the time. That's not bad. So, all in all, that went pretty well. Again, dice look pretty good. And then block looks pretty good as well. So, a good spread all the way around. No one looks like they got too diced. Now, recording this on Sunday, so it's a little later than normal. Had a long work day on Thursday. So we're going to see some teams in the midst of other games. So there may be some development since the week that this was actually played. The Agile Wolf now has block. So that's pretty cool. White with a mighty blow. And 2 dirty playing zombies. And a broken goat. So, any development in the stadium? No. We've got a rank 2, but no enhancement yet. 3, 3, and 2. Let's take a look at that. It's just in... There we go. So 2, 1, and 1. 4 touchdown score. So he's scoring once every game on average. Inflict 1 kill. No deaths. So not bad for Spa. Dwarves. A little money in the bank. Have to assume they're playing a bit of that star player game. But a runner with strength up, not bad at all. Becoming very dangerous and difficult to dislodge the ball with a dwarven cage and a strength up. And sure hands pretty much makes strip ball worthless. Gonna have to go tackle to get him out, or blitz with a big guy who has break tackle. This blitzer is still standing strong. Troll Slayer still not dead. Has he got a touchdown? He does have a touchdown. That's pretty funny. The others are what you expect. A little bit of guard and mighty blow, and a lot of waiting for random SPP to fall. Check the club. Not upgraded yet. Check the statistics. So 3 wins and 1 draw, not bad at all. Averaging 1 score per game. Almost 2. Inflicted 1 kill. No deaths sustained. High elves. Okay, so running the Loner Elf campaign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 elves for the next game. So that's 3 loners. And this guy's armor is 7, and he's not a catcher. I don't assume he's going to be in the game much longer. Dodging catcher, blodging blitzers. Still has the strong arm thrower. Pat a few more SPP there, and that's accurate. And now you have a thrower who's doing amazing things. See how your club's looking. Level 1. And this division, you have 1 draw, 2 losses. Got a game coming up. Average score is 0. That's not great. Only 2 scores in the last 3 games. 1 kill inflicted, 1 death sustained. High Elves working against the injuries as usual, and expensive players always keeping you down. Dark Elves doing alright. Got a kicking, wrestling, speed busted lineman. Not the worst thing in the world. 3 blodging blitzers, 1 with tackle. The last one, the death machine, I'm assuming. And then the wrestling dodging witch elf. All in all, not bad at all. Still on level 1 for their stadium. And they are 1-1-2 for the season so far. Again, some teams have played 4, some have played 3. 5 touchdowns scored in 4 games. No deaths sustained, no kills inflicted. The Chaos, who have, as the coach said, paid the iron price, have gotten a 3rd Chaos Warrior, but seems to be missing someone. Yeah, I don't see a Minotaur. Fired for bloat or death? Look forward to that answer in the Discord channel. Armor busted. Tackling Goatman. He'll probably stick around for a little while just because you can't afford to be running too much loners. 6, 7, 8. That's 3 lonemen or loners that you'll be getting in the next game. And 2 draws, 1 win, 1 loss. 1 kill inflicted, 2 deaths sustained. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that came out. The Bretts teams, I don't see too many Bretonians over the years, but this team looks like it's holding pretty well. Strength up blitzer, blodging tackling blitzer, just a regular blodging, and a blodging who brings a reroll. So a pretty healthy and strong core, followed by 2 guarding and 4 not damaged blockers. That's not damaged is usually pretty good. And then linemen, 2 of which peasants have dirty player and 1 out for the next game. Not a big deal. Team looking pretty healthy. Let's see how you've been doing this season. Not in the Greenhorn, but in Division 1 or Division 5C. 2 draws, 1 win. 4 touchdowns in 3 games. Not bad. No kills inflicted, no deaths sustained. Kalisti Nurgle. There he is. So the beast with 2 backs now with guard and stand firm. All the more aggravating. Blocking, guarding Nurgle Warrior. Blocking Nurgle Warrior. Missing game Nurgle Warrior. And a fresh one. So the Rotters, or Pestigors, 2, 3, you have no Rotters. Or just the 1 with block. Okay, so 3 Pestigors, missing 1 of which is armor busted. Can't assume he's going to be around much longer. Maybe get the level up, see if it's worth keeping him before you fire him. I don't know. But running Rotter loners, but kind of makes sense. They're going to most likely die anyways. 2 losses, 1 win. Considering you had 5 wins total. 4 in the, I'm going to guess, in the Greenhorn. Pretty good Greenhorn, and seasons being a little bit more brutal. And then Children of the Hell Pit. Let's see how the Underworld denizens are doing. Troll may not be misbehaving, but he's also not damaged. They got the Claw Mighty Blow Blitzer and the Mighty Blow tackling blitzer. Skaven thrower will block to help carry the ball a little better. A Skaven lineman would tackle and then not damaged players. So again, for a team that's half stunty and mostly AV7, it's a pretty healthy looking team. Stadium not upgraded at all. And 2 draws, 1 loss. Averaging 1 touchdown per game. That's not bad. Not bad at all. 1 kill inflicted, no deaths. So that's pretty funny. Alright. Leaderboard's going to be a little lumpy due to half the teams playing. The Dwarves are standing with a 2-point lead over their nearest competitor. Bretonians yet to play. If they win, they will be in second. Chaos in fourth. High Elves and the Underworld both without a win so far. However, should they get one, they would jump pretty quick into the middle of the pack as well. Week 3.5, as it were, out of a 7-week program. We do see the pack starting to split in a pretty decisive manner. And so we'll check back with the team next week, and I hope you guys have a good day.